My brothers and sisters, good evening. The young people are asking, those who were vibrant in the forefront, in the Orange March against the gas prices, those of you who said that they would make things better, where are their voices? Where are the voices and the ambitious spirit that they had before the 2016 general elections? Koteyo! Uka shojela yodi, Kenny can't, but I will. Yodisa. Yodisa. Ek yo pate mati. Yo pate mati la yodi, Kenny can't, but I will. Kenny can't. Kenny could not and will not. And our very future Prime Minister will not allow NSDC to go down this way that it is today. Kenny can't and Kenny would not allow our single mothers to be senseless and to keep them without equipping them with training to take care of their children. But this government, they will, and that is what they are doing. Kenny can't, but they will. Kenny would not and could not allow our children to stay without a laptop. But they will, and they are doing it right now. Kenny can't, and Kenny would not allow our young sportsmen and women to depart from our playing fields. But they are doing it right now. They will, and they are doing it right now. Kenny can't, and Kenny would not allow our farmers to struggle. And so he gave them assistance with farm workers. But what are they doing? They are pinching them down to the ground, getting them silent, and forcing them to run away from their farms. Thank you, Kenny, because you could not have allowed that to happen. Our young people are not hearing them now. Our young people need those who are helping this clueless government and the National Security Minister to step up. It is clear that they does not have the increasing frequency of crime and violence as a major concern. Many activities and programs which kept our youth focused and engaged have either been reduced or stopped altogether. The focus of the government is on pleasing foreigners, so-called investors, who bring no money to the table, giving to them our land, our hard-earned money, instead of making programs for our youth. A priority so increasingly, some of our young people are even sawing down doors now to enter homes, using knives to open doors, and are always equipped with equipment to take negative actions. You said you would make it better. Our young people are the victims in the ever-increasing flood of blood in our country. More and more parents burying children whom they thought would be leaders in what they thought would have been the future generations. Have you not heard on the media platforms the amount of crime and violence, and now even disappearance? Let me remind you that we are still searching for several young people who have vanished. Right here in Viewfort South, there is a young man who has vanished a couple of weeks now, and nothing, not a word, not a word, not a word. We are not even feeling safe in our own homes. We are not happy. We need you to pick up the broken pieces. You who said you could, pick up your broken pieces that you left behind with the lies and false stories of the United Workers' Party, and act now. We need you to act now. We will not continue to be the victims in both death and incarceration. It is as if the overcrowding prison was meant to be a home and breeding ground for our youth in order to living our parents and society society in continuous sorrow. What about our health facilities? Why is it that majority of our doctors and nurses are afraid? Is it true that you are privatizing the OKU hospital? A hospital which was being commissioned that you stopped because of your privatization plans. And yes, because this government's attention is not on opening of the OKU, they got a failing grade from the European Union. I'm not the only speaker who said it. Our dear Mr. Keith Mondesi said it earlier on. Our young doctors and nurses are leaving. They are leaving us at a much faster rate, not only because of better salary, but because the government is paying little attention to our health care. But wait, St. Lucians who live closest to the horse racetrack have to drive through bad roads to come to ride a $13 million road. And that road was built to accommodate horses, while they cannot get a good road for an ambulance or a fire truck. Shameless government. So it is clear that the government priority is horses before our youth, horses before our people, horses before health care. Where is your priority and the amount of millions that you have been mentioning in repairing schools? I'm not mentioning your name. You flashing your millions. Where is that money? Many parents, more parents, teachers and students are protesting about worsening conditions in the schools. And never before in the history of St. Lucia. Where are the priorities of this government? And how much carelessness can our people suffer? Let us never forget NSDC is still accredited, but has little to no funding. But this government and CHTTI are well engaged, while our young people waited for the CHTTI accreditation. Do you know they have loans to pay? As the promise of immediate employment was another lie. You lying to young people about their education. The young people of St. Lucia will vote for the leader they can trust. We will vote for a leader that we can trust come this general elections. We, the young people, will vote for a group of individuals who won't waste our citizens by investment and taxpayers' money and make the pleasures such as the horse racetrack the first priority. Our leaders will invest in a better healthcare service where our local doctors and nurses will be comfortable to stay on their homeland to render their services. Even those who have left us, they will come back under a leader they can trust. The young people of St. Lucia will vote for a government that will spend money on and into our education, be it infrastructure, scholarship, bursaries, etc., not by mentioning millions of dollars, but by allowing citizens to see the transparency without the amount spent. The young people will vote for the St. Lucia Labour Party and will cause us to have a voice and a seat around the table of discussion and decisions. We are confident because that has been the history of our party, the St. Lucia Labour Party. We are the party of the creation of the NSDC for the training of young people. Proud of that. We are the party of trainings for hundreds of young St. Lucian nurses, engineers, coaches, agricultural specialists, and doctors. We are the party of the creative industry sector. We are St. Lucians, and we must be a priority. And so, we are the party of the coming youth economy. the young people will have the day in government with the St. Lucia Labour Party. Before I close, I want to send a special message to this government. There is a man from Pierrot who said he went to provoke the devil. Un homme Pierrot, il te cap un story di li ek do 3 gens yo ay provoquer des mou. Ek la yo ay provoquer des mou avant yo commencer. Un gens qui a habitué faire ça dit les diable la vini pour pas hele ay bon Dieu. Mais il oublié les diable la vin point ek diable la commencer voler et puis il hele ay bon Dieu. Ek la il hele ay bon Dieu, diable la fait yate. Moi, commande Premier ministre Lucia pour le gouvernement. Si vous provoquez diable pour venir lever yo et faire nous ça en cette Lucie, moi, commande pour aller, aïe bon Dieu, et la nous. Merci.